one of the things that happens to me quite a bit, and it's a learning curve, but it's whenever I meet someone and like I meet loads of people and we get along or whatever, and then I realise that I'm never going to see them again. It's just something that I do think about quite a bit, and I've learned that sometimes I do get attached to that, and as a result it's not the greatest, because like it does make you feel a bit sad, because you've made friends with someone, or in that moment you've really connected with someone or a group of people, and then you will never see them again. I just don't like the idea of like going through life and not ever seeing them again. And this happened quite recently. Literally like a couple of weeks ago, I was on a plane with my friends. So we were going on holiday, but basically there was 5 of us, and we didn't all sit together just because
the airline split us apart because they wanted to get more money if we all paid more to sit together, and there was 5 of us, we couldn't even sit together anyway, so we just ended up just going with the free version. And yeah, we were basically scattered across the plane.
And I was sat next to this couple, and one was 30 and one was 29, and they were really nice, and they literally randomly spoke to me because I had my camera.
We ended up just talking. We just like for the 4-hour flight, we were just talking for the whole 4 hours, and it was really nice. Like, on the plane, it never felt boring. They were really nice, they were really bubbly and outgoing, and we were just talking about the most random things. We were talking about work. They gave me some advice, like starting off early in your career, where they're at in life, and how when you're towards your mid to late 20s, a lot of your friends are getting married, so they have to go to these stag do's and hen do's or whatever. And then we were even talking about cereal for a good half an hour, about what the best cereal is. So yeah, just about random things. During that 4 hours, like, we really got on, and this is just some random person that I've never met before.
By the end of it, it was just like, oh, have a nice holiday, and I said the same, and yeah, and I've obviously never seen them since. But like, sometimes I think, like, when I'm in those situations, or at least when I get out of that situation, sometimes I'm just like, wow, like I had such a nice conversation, I had such a nice time, and I'm never gonna see those people or that person ever again. And yeah, if you wanted to obviously see them, you can definitely do that, but realistically, most of the time, you meet loads of people, you have nice conversations, and you just never see them again.
Sometimes it does make me feel sad, like it does, because I know that in that moment in my life, I was just like, whoa, this is a cool person, we hung out, good experience, good chat, but end of the day, I'll never see them again. And it's just something that just happens throughout life, I think. I mean, you can just look around yourself, like, how many people have you met, and this has happened, and now you no longer speak to them, or you no longer even know them.
That's just one scenario. When I went on holiday, I met some really, really cool people, really funny people. I had such a nice time because me and my friends would just make random friends on the beach, or like in our hotel, and we'd, for like a whole couple of days or like a week, we would really get to know them, and it's fun. But obviously, they're not from the same country as you or whatever, and you will just never see them again. But yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest. And how does that make me feel? Yeah, it does make me feel sad in the moment, like after it's happened and after it's gone, because I'm just thinking to myself back, like, what if that person was more in my life or not? I don't know. But at the same time, we realize, like, everything. The one thing I've actually learned is, like, you just keep going. Like, you will meet loads of people. Like, I've already met loads of people in my life. Like, I've already met people in my life, but I will definitely meet way more people in the future. So, like, it also kind of ties down with friendships as well. Like, you probably realize this, but at one point in your life, you had a really close friend that you now no longer speak to, or like you're just not in contact with them. And it's the same when, you know, if you're in a relationship and you're not in that relationship anymore, and you once knew someone really well, and and you had a significant other, but then now, since you're not in that relationship, they are strangers again.
One thing, if I have learned something, you just have to like enjoy it. You just have to enjoy that particular moment, even if it's 4 hours on a plane, chatting the most random things, but you still have a good time. I feel like you can learn a lot from random people you meet, but it's never to be attached. I think that's the problem. Sometimes I get a bit too attached to something that's like, I'm just thinking, oh man, like I'm never gonna see them. I'm not even attached to the people, I'm just attached to the situation, thinking that I'm not gonna see these people in my life ever again. You know? And then because of that, because of the lack, I start feeling a bit, oh man, it's a bit sad. But I think once you understand it, it'll be okay. Because one of the things is, in the future you will meet more people, you'll have more of these interactions, and more people that you'll never see again. But it's exciting, because the future, you don't know what's going to happen. It's really exciting. So I guess that's the way I'm seeing it. One thing is, I'm vlogging in public, guys. Right, I'm awkward right now. I'm very, very awkward. This is like, I don't normally do this, but I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone. I'm trying to, I've come to get coffee. I just literally whipped out my camera. Yeah, it's a bit awkward, but you know what? I think the more you do it, the better, or hopefully, I can become. I think the main thing, the fear is maybe because like I feel like I'm being watched, I'm being judged. I don't want anyone to come up to me and say things like, oh, why are you filming yourself talking to a camera? But at the same time, it's for you.